Good morning. Yo, I want to talk about this knowledge book. I'm still on book writing. For some reason, it won't leave me alone, so I ain't going to leave y'all alone. Because I need for y'all to help me figure this thing out, right? I keep getting downloads. I guess my mind is on this handwriting. Why does that book keep... It says so many times, and I'm talking about the knowledge book. It keeps saying write in your own handwriting. Now, in the knowledge book, it says that the only thing changed in the only thing that does not change during our incarnations is our soul, our fingerprints, and our handwriting. Think about that. Our handwriting does not change. Now this book is saying write, write, write. Why do we need to write? Why is it so important that we write? Y'all, it's so many layers to why that is so important. But let me tell you why I think it's mainly important. Because we're dealing with celestial beings, celestial knowledge. We're dealing with heaven. If you write in your own handwriting, and it is adamant about ink, use ink. Your hands are connected to the ether. You have spirit fingers. There really are spirits in your fingers. Your hands are really anointed. Your fingers got stories to tell. Your hand is magic. Your pen becomes magic. Your pen becomes alive. Your pen becomes a one, Harry Potter. So, it says that they have an archives in heaven. Our books are stored in heaven. So when it said in your notes, write in your own handwriting. And what they do is they proofread it. They gather your notes together in all of your notebooks. And y'all, if I show y'all my notebooks, y'all will probably put me in an insane asylum because I am obsessed with writing. And I know I'm not the only one, so I'm talking to people like me. Why you write so freaking much and can't help it? It's an obsession and addiction. You don't feel right if you don't write for the day. That's me. So when you're writing, guess what? As you write in your own notebook, and it says in your own notebook, in your own handwriting, in ink, every stroke you make is showing up in heaven. As on earth as it is in heaven. When you write your story, when you tell the truth, when you acknowledge creation, when you acknowledge nature, when you acknowledge the blessings that have been bestowed on your butt, when you acknowledge things, when you know you more than flesh and bone, when you really sit down and tell the truth to yourself. It's not about religion, y'all. And you know deep down inside, all them religions lead you back to the same source. It's one God. What the hell we divided for? When we write, it's showing up in heaven. Every stroke, every letter. That's why every letter has a sound. Every letter has a color. Every color has a sound. Every color has a letter. It's all on frequency and vibration. emotion, vibration. Male and female, male vibration, female emotion. These words mean more than what the dictionary says. That Caesar definition for a word. God words are twofold, mean they're dimensional. They can go either way. They're in layers, in levels. One letter could be the name of a place. One letter could be the name of a race. You want to know who you are. You want to know where you come from. You want to know how to fix yourself. You want to know what's wrong. You want to know how can you not feel so trapped, so sabotaged, so thrown away, so you want to know, you feel like you've been lied to. A lot of stuff has been hidden from you. Well, it's hidden from you because you need to understand what truth is. Because most of the time, truth is right there in your face, and for some reason, we won't accept it like that. So if it's hidden and you figure something wrong and you search for it and then you find it, you will believe it. We take ourselves through this stuff, so we're going to have to take ourselves through something to undo this damage that has been done. But y'all, we got to be the Bible, but that they're reading. I did a video on this, and now I see why I did a video on this. Everything turns back 360, and I've been searching for the video, y'all. I got over 300 and some, almost 400 videos. I can't remember which one it was, but I just felt like we were the Bible for them. They were the Bible for us, and we are the Bible for them. They depending on us too much. They telling us that we are everything, that we possess everything. They telling us when we think crazy, we send rockets up there to blow them up. So they got to block it and send it back down here. Just think about it. And I was talking to my brother this morning, and this is the conversation we were having. The mess up was that tree, that freaking fruit. At first, God was on the outside of us. Didn't it say him and Adam walked together? But when he ate, he put the knowledge inside of him. So now that's why we got to go in. That's why he telling us, I'm in here now. Stop looking out there. I was out there, but I've been digested. So now you got to come in here to get me. You see, you get it? But my brother was like, you know what? Reverend Ike them is the Old Testament for our time. And we are the New Testament. See, you got people like Neville Goddard, Florence Scovel, what's her name? You got Joseph Murphy, Ernest Holmes. You got so many of them. Reverend Ike. That's the Old Testament. Now us, we call it New Age, if you want to call it New Age, and it's not New Age because it's just you really being who you are and what you are and just not denying nothing spiritual about yourself. This just you forgetting the smoke screens and the illusions and all that stuff. This is you admitting that you are what God is. That's not New Age, baby. That's what we should have been doing from the beginning. But people want to label it New Age to, excuse it away and try to make it bad, call it devil worship, witchcraft, or whatever. But you're spirit, boo. In spirit, supernatural things are going to happen. In spirit, nothing is solid. Y'all, this is serious. This is so serious. It says that Enoch was translated. And the way that book talks about translation is like it's a graduation. It's a bar mitzvah. And the way the codes are unlocking in me and me only. Nobody has to be in agreement with me because this is my walk. This is how I'm understanding and how I'm being led. To me, Enoch was full of good word, full of good knowledge. All them visitations, he pleased God, meaning God can digest him. Meaning he gave God back what God gave him. He was more concerned about God than anything. He devoted himself to God. He wrote about it. Don't we got a book called Enoch? So when God took him, he ate him, he digested him, he translated him, he read him. He got him. He understood him. Enoch blended back in with what God was. God is collecting consciousness. He put his thoughts together. You are a thought. Can God pick you and place you in the plan? What are you thinking about on a daily basis throughout the day? The codes unlocking in me, make me see Enoch as imagination. That whole story was taking place inside Enoch's mind. If Enoch is translated, meaning the way God translated himself to us, the Big Bang, he did Enoch the same way. Now Enoch is word form. Now everybody has Enoch. Enoch is traveling all over the earth. Enoch is broke up into word form. Enoch's presence hit all of us. Hit all of us. Or maybe certain ones. I don't know. But this is just how my mind is going. To be translated. And no one's seen you go. And that's what they were saying, right? We don't know where he went. He just went away. But the Bible said he was translated. Meaning God read his book. Can you imagine God holding your book? Can you imagine God reading your essence and loving it, excited about it? That means Enoch moved God. Enoch made God emotional. Enoch made God happy. And I bet it's some parts in there where Enoch made God cry. Enoch pleased God. Write your book in your own handwriting. Your notes are going to be written in your own handwriting. They said that in this knowledge book, it says that they come after the consciousness gets to a certain level. They come for the harvest. They come and pick it up, like they pluck it up and till the ground for new consciousness to the seeds to be thrown and then grown. And after they take up that consciousness, they spread that consciousness out on us. See, when you think good, it pops up there. It helps their world. And let me prove this to y'all. This is why I'm so in love with the book, because I have an experience to explain everything this book is talking about. That's why it reigns truth to me. I ain't trying to push this book off on nobody. But I can't deny the book because I have the experiences to back up what this book is talking about. Or this book is backing up my experiences. This is a new book to me. But my experiences aren't. I recently made a video about having a dream about my grandmother. She's my ancestor. She long gone. But is she gone? But anyway, we walking through this mall, me pushing a buggy, and I spot her walking with a gentleman. But when I see her walking, she's floating. She's not walking. She's sort of just like gliding. So I say, Grandma. She don't say nothing. Grandma. She don't say nothing. Skeet. Because that's what we call her, Skeet. Then she turned around and smiled. She floats to me. And then we have a conversation. Now, the main part about this dream is there were Oreo cookies. Looked like they had been crumbled up. It was so many of them, y'all. If you were to look at it from a top view, it would look like fields of harvest, fields of vegetables, fields of something that had been planted here and there and here and there. And it was so many holes that it had been plucked up. Everything had been plucked up and like it had been tilled and ready for something else fresh to grow. So I asked her, why is all these cookies all over the floor like this? Why nobody ain't picking up the cookies? Cookies was on every aisle, all on the ground, all in its own little hole. Psh, 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 psh. But you could tell they were Oreo cookies because some of the cookies was whole and some of the cookies was broke and some of the cookies was just really, really crumbled up. Then the next day was Valentine's Day. After I had this dream, I was given a gift. And as I went through this gift, there was a box of chocolates in this gift. But the chocolates turned out to be chocolate covered Oreos. Now that was confirmation that, yeah, you had that dream last night. Yeah, you was with your grandmother. Yes, you did see that. So as you think about the dream, as time goes on, you get discernment of the dreams. And I felt like that was a harvest that had been plucked up. But what is a symbolism, as I see in the knowledge book, is all the consciousness, all the goodness, everything that I have been sowing has fell on fertile ground. Now it has grown up and it has been plucked up. And I'm creating a new harvest. Now, last night, I heard a preacher from Africa say this, that Jesus took the vow of poverty. Like they do this in the temples. Not saying they gonna be poor, meaning they're not depending on outside sources for things. You soothsayers saying, come on, I'll solve your issues. No, you leading people to you. You leading people out there. You're not the answer. A real, true spiritual person to lead a person inward. Make them believe in themselves. Make them see themselves. That you your healer. But this, oh God, I done got sidetracked on what I was trying to say, y'all. What was I just saying? Oh my God, my memory just slipped me. What was I saying, y'all? You see that? Who just stole my freaking thought? And it ain't coming back either, y'all. That is amazing. That's amazing, y'all. I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not trying to be funny. But I just felt something. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say something that I was about to say. The whole thought is, whoosh, it's like I felt it go. Whoosh. Guess what? I can't even remember what I was talking about. Period. At all. What the hell I was just talking about? I know I was talking about book writing. I know I talked about nothing changes. I mean, everything changed but your handwriting, your soul. Something is messing with me. Your handwriting, your soul, and your fingerprints. Now, what do you do when something like this happens? I literally just, and this is not fake. This is not fake. And it feels funny. I'm feeling something. I know you remember what I was talking about because you're watching me. I can't even put my thoughts together. I can't recall what I was saying. Oh, it's about the spirit of poverty, the vow of poverty. Wasn't I talking about the vow of poverty? Yeah, meaning you're not depending on any outside source. You're going to depend on the inside source, meaning that don't mean you poor. It just you truly want to see how God bringing in things. You really want to see how God delivering things. And my thing is, I'm glad my apartment is empty because my harvest has been collected and my new seeds have been thrown. And that book says they wait until a certain amount of consciousness has developed and then they come and pick it up for each individual. And then they're the manifestors. They're the ones that are responsible for manifestation. They are the faith if you look at it. They are the ones that go manipulate things and put people together and make things happen. So my focus is a couch. It's a certain couch I want. And I'm going to get that couch. Physically, the money's not there. But just like Jesus told Peter to go get that fish and get the corn out the mouth, I'm going to do the same thing with that couch. And when I was talking to my brother this morning, we was having this conversation that, about my apartment being empty, but it's certain things that I want in here. And I want to see how God bring in things because I want to be able to really be good at manifesting. So my brother told me, he said, Tasha, you live there already. You live on the inside of God. You a citizen. Like you already there. What they talking about, you just trying to explain it to other people to get other people to see, but you already there. He said, just go see the couch and then tell the couch to come home. Then he say, you are the command you me. He said, you go see the couch now and you tell the couch, come home. It sound off, right? But the world that we live in my little family, this how we see. Because he can see too. So I'm not the only one. Okay. So, like he told me, I be going to see the couch and I'll chill on the couch and I imagine the couch there. And that worked for me a couple of times. I got 2 of the same entertainment centers that way. And I got this big old white sectional that wrapped all the way around the living room that way just by going to visit it. But for some reason, when you do things unconsciously, it works just like this. But as soon as you notice that you did it, now you trying to figure out how in the world you did it. So that's where I'm at right now. I know how to do double harvest. I know how to bring this stuff in from the ether to bring it through one of the honeycombs. That's what a honeycomb represent, y'all. When you giving up that good praise, it's like honey. And you pulling that honey thick. That honey is pulling down what you want through one of them honeycomb holes. And I'm trying to get a big, beautiful, juicy, soft, furry, gray and white sectional. I'm trying to pull it through. And I'm focusing on one thing at a time. I don't want to cloud my mind. But I'm using this couch to train myself. Now, how is this couch going to come? It's none of my business. I'm not worrying about it, because if I do, that means I'm doubting and I'm wavering. And that's why our petitions don't be heard. So I can't doubt and I can't waver. So God knows that's what I want. That's what I want. I needs to be sitting in there. I already see myself with the whole entire setup. Rooms to Go got the couch that I want. And then this other place got the couch that I want. Now, I'm going to Rooms to Go and tell this entire living room set that I put together with the fireplace and all, and the big, furry, thick, juicy, white rug to go on the floor. I'm finna go tell that stuff to get here now. You need to come home. You already belong to me. Come home. Just like my brother said, just go tell the stuff to come home. Simple as that, right? And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to see my furniture, and I'm telling my furniture to come home. Then the door, I'll be here when you get here. You see that? And then I thought about it. I said, yeah, why am I sitting up here? I'm already there. Why am I trying to get there? And I'm already there. If y'all can go with me in the spirit realm, I already know I can do this. I proved it several times. I went to go see this entertainment center. I fell in love with this entertainment center. I was tracking the price of it. I seen how it'll be high on some days, low on some days. We're going up and down with the entertainment center. And I'm studying going to see the entertainment center, sitting in there playing with it, sitting on the couch, the big juicy white couch. It was all recliner sectionals. I'm in love with sectionals. And the next thing I know, my dad called me and tell me that he had some furniture for me. Somebody was getting put out. And the entertainment center was the exact same entertainment center. Then a couple of days later, see, they don't be far behind each other when you in a double harvest zone. I put enough consciousness in there where I hit a bang, where that thing split in two. Then 2 days later, my landlord called, told me he had some furniture for me, and he feel like it was something that I would really like. It looked like my taste, and he brought it to me, and it was the exact same entertainment center. So I had 2 of them. So I had one upstairs and one downstairs, and these entertainment centers took up a while by itself. And then the couch that I wanted, they wanted so much money for this couch, like $3,000. On one day, something told me to go see the couch. We go see the couch. The couch is in the back. And they only selling the couch for like maybe $500 now. It was $500, $900. Somewhere, it wasn't on $3,000, but it was low. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with one of one of the chairs. Well, when we brought it home, the only thing wrong with it, they should have plugged it up. and one of the ends of it, it was just a little bit off. All you had to do was stick a little piece of wood up under there to balance the couch out. But I had everything that I sat down in that place and imagined in my house came. So now the grass is cut. I got a clear field. It's nothing in here. And I'm bringing my pieces in one by one. So now I'm going to see my couch today, my rug, my fireplace, and my TV. And I'm doing my living room first. So I'm finna tell everything. Bring y'all butt home. Stop playing with me. I love you.